Well, hello, and welcome back to my channel. I'm coming to make this video, and it's in response to Umar's block party and Lennon Honor's breakdown of the block party. Now, I watched a great part of uh block the block party, and then I watched quite a bit of Lennon's video. And he had this couple on there, and the couple was talking about how they went to the event and they was filming, and then they was approached by Umar, and everything. And then Umar, you know when you listen to Umar talks, he always talking about a book of Negroes. A book of Negroes is his book in his mind that he made up, that he's gonna keep, that about peoples that make this videos about him. And it's a lot of people's making videos about Umar Johnson based on the fact that he have been collecting money for this school, and all he got is them little boarded up bando buildings over there in Wilmington, Delaware, with 10 years of collecting money. That's just totally ridiculous. So a lot of videos is coming out, and that's what it is. Now, this guy, I don't know who he is. I never went to his channel, but listening to the way he was saying it, it seemed like he do make diss videos about Umar Johnson. So people that like Umar Johnson, they still got respect and they love Umar Johnson. They gonna let Umar Johnson know this dude is like is in the book of Negroes, cause he's making diss videos about you. Now Umar, he's a little pompous and a little arrogant, and sometimes he, thinks he's to me a little better than what he is. But that, some people do have that character about themselves, and it ain't nothing wrong with it. If you don't pat yourself on the back, how is you gonna expect for somebody else to do it if you don't do it? So I don't have no problem with how Umar carry himself. That's on him. So this guy, I would say he would be considered in Umar's book of Negroes. And then, so they changed it to say, oh, it's like a cult. And Umar, he could have just, he did team too much. He could have pulled this guy to the side. He put this man's wife in danger. It could have been a very bad situation. Yes, it could have been. But let's not put it on Umar, because this is Umar event. Let's give it to this man. If you know you done diss Umar Johnson and you say you coming out to the event just to watch or whatever, if you was gonna film, you shouldn't make it so obvious, because if somebody see you filming, they might approach you, or I don't know how they even got to his channel to figure out that he was a hate. I don't know, like, because you see somebody filming, how could you tell who they are if you don't know their name? So I don't know. But anyway, he was approached, and he say it wasn't Umar, it was someone that took the information to Umar, and then Umar approached him with it. So I say, when people listen to Umar Johnson and he's telling you he got a book of Negroes, these are a book of people that done made videos about him, and not praising him, I guess. So I probably would even be considered in a book of Negroes, because I ain't never gonna give Umar no praises for collecting all that money for over 10 years, and this is all you got to show for it. But I say, I do think about the videos coming out, they are forcing him to do something finally. But he is probably low on funds because of all of the years of collecting that money. Umar been traveling the world. I mean, like he'll tell you, he done been almost every continent and have really spent a lot of money on travels and all of that. So now I think the videos are forcing him to be more serious about the mission. If the mission was to open up a school, then that's what he's should be focusing on. But at this point in time, I think he's just trying to do something to say, well, I did throw a successful event, and a lot of people, did come out, a lot of vendors, and they came out and they made some money, which was great. But like I said in one of my previous videos, do I believe he's going to get those schools up and running into standard on donations alone? Anybody that think that is possible, I might need to speak to you, because I might have something to tell you too, because I don't see that happening. But what I listen to Lenny Arnes, like I say, he's just sometimes just irks the hell out of me, because he's saying, like, why did Umar want to have a wedding? It's just like if you have a party, sometimes people list a lot of things. They'll be like, oh yeah, we're gonna have a soul train line, we're gonna have a dancing contest, we're gonna have a limbo, and they just naming all of these things. And then they might have a grand finale. Oh yeah, we're gonna have a dope musical chairs, or something. So it's an event, and you want to give the crowd something to enjoy. They was out there, they dancing, they it was black and it was beautiful, and a lot of people seemed that really, really enjoy themselves. So Umar just wanted to top it off with his little rendition of a little mock wedding. But they want to say, oh, is he really married? I mean, he the one that performed the ceremony. And so come on now, people. Umar, oh gosh. It was just for the show in the block party. But if I'm not even going with if it was real. But I'm just saying, when you have a party, you do list a lot of things that you want to do. Now he did list a lot of stuff, talking about the water rides and the jumping balloons and all that stuff for the children. The 3-and-3-1 for the basketball tournament and all that. Okay, then none of that happened. But he did what he could do, and that was get peoples together and come out and have fun and make money. And now I'm looking at Umar like, I listen to the things that he say, even though I feel like at this point in time he really should tap out of these schools. Like, dude, please stop taking these people's money, giving them the notions of you gonna get this school open and operating and running off of donations alone. Come on, that's silly, crazy talk right there. Stop doing that. Just tap the hell out. And then I feel what he could do, he could be a public speaker, and because we see he'd have the abilities to bring peoples out. Black peoples respond to Umar Johnson. It don't matter how many videos go up on the internet. Peoples is probably not going to send too much money as far as a school, but peoples are still going to support Umar Johnson. And so he should just ride off of that. Because I don't see just keep giving money, talking about, these taxes and then the repairs, and then, come on, it's just too much. But the way Leonard Arnold's always, just breaking things down on Umar Johnson, it's just like, it's so ridiculous. And then, he always want to talk about, because this guy called for the death of the murder of 10% of young black men. And this guy is always talking about rotten cookies. And this guy's always reducing black women to just their private parts and all of this. But okay, I'll say when you look at Lennon Arnold's channel, you have to pay to be a little bootleg comedian, because when you put those 5s, 10s, 20s, 50s, 100s, whatever you put in that super chat just to get your comment highlighted, no matter how weak and ridiculous it is, he's gonna highlight it. He's probably gonna bust up laughing like, oh, it is so funny, and you should be on the next Def Comedy Jam because you are hilarious. All you doing is paying to have your comment highlighted, because some of them comments is just ridiculous. They don't make sense. But Lenny Arnold, he busts a gut. Oh, you know you're right. You're right about that, because Umar Johnson, he's this. Umar Johnson is that. Oh, just like Brother Polite. Just like what's his name? Jay Morrison. Just like him. And Brother Young Pharaoh, oh my God. So he's just running everybody through the ringer because of one comment, and then everybody else just started wanting to get their comments highlighted. So next thing you know, you see another $5, another $10, and then what comes with it? Another silly little joke. So you all paying. So to me, that's almost like cult. Like, if you want to say it's a cult, because is Lenny Arnold really that damn funny? And then, like he say, he's an expert on Umar Johnson. Really? I don't think you are, because you just opinionated. Your opinions is just that. It's just like mine. We all got opinions, and you want to say Umar is he's on drugs and his drug of choice is crack, but I don't know if that's true. It could be, because anything is possible. But I always say you got like drug addicts that's functionable, and then you have some that's not functionable. If Umar Johnson is a crackhead, a crack dude, whatever, he's kind of functionable, because he's still, well, I don't know. Wait a minute. Maybe I have to retract that one. Because if dude is homeless after having all his money, you're really not that functional. You dysfunctional, because you should damn sure have a place to stay and cars and everything with all that money. So like I was saying, the reason why I said he could, like Umar is a little functionable, is because he's still able to travel and sell his books and get the message that he wants to get across. He can get that across easily to the people. That's what I'm saying, functionable. But now, with this Lenny Arnold, always just everything is a diss. He's like an expert on Umar. So if he feels that he's just this great expert and he knows everything about Umar Johnson, that makes him think he knows everything about everybody else that he constantly keep making videos about and all of these other things. And then I want to know, what makes him the expert? What makes him the expert? Because he said so? No, buddy, that ain't it. And like, they thought Umar was not gonna get the block party off, but he did it. So like I say, the videos that's coming out are forcing him to do something, but the goal was to open a school for young black boys. Now, like I say, Umar, he's bogus as hell, because where he's at after over 10 years of collecting money is ridiculous. And that's why I would never think that he's gonna get a school opening. But I see that he's putting money into these buildings, but it's still kind of like money to me, money being wasted, because how is you gonna get all these buildings up and running and you so far behind in money? I don't get it. But hey, anything is possible. I mean, and just say for the sake of anything, like one time he said a basketball player was finna give him a whole lot of money, but then when the stripper came out and kind of put him out there, they took the money away. Maybe somebody would just see it in their heart and be like, you know what, I'm finna help this brother, and I'm gonna give him uh $1 million, because we gonna get one of these schools up, because he's gonna save our young black boys. Then you know what? If that's what it is, I would definitely come back and I would make an apology video towards Umar Johnson by saying he's not gonna be able to get these buildings up on donations, because the peoples that's donating to him, they don't seem to be no multimillionaires, but a lot of multimillionaires know who he is, so maybe somebody will come through. Anything is possible. That's all I gotta say. But why, with this Lenny Honors and his constant just you know he just kind of irks me sometimes, because it's like, by him just thinking he know everything, and he's just this great expert, and that's the part that just be killing me, because it's like, dude, you is not this great expert. You are just an opinionated YouTuber. That's it. And you done found your wing by having people to make comments, and like I said, you getting that money for them making these little crappy crazy jokes. As long as they throw some money behind it, it will be highlighted. So if that's gonna make you an expert, then okay, yeah, you an expert of getting that money off of these peoples for making comedy jokes. But are you just a expert on Umar Johnson? I just don't see it. I just don't see it. Okay, and I'm gonna end my video right here, because like I said, I don't like to make them too long. But for the people that listen, hit the subscribe button, boop, and hit the thumbs up, and give me a holler like, hey girl, what's up? And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye bye.